Hi, welcome to Sean's Workshop. Today I thought we'd go over some power tools that are needed for people that are looking to just get started in woodworking or even doing handy projects around the house. The line that I happen to have is Ryobi. It's not a professional line. I'm not a professional user. These are reasonably priced, and yet I feel that you get pretty good quality for what you're getting for your money. So let's start out with the first one here. This one happens to be the cordless drill that they have, or one of the cordless drills. You can see it has clutch settings here. So when you fire up the drill and you only want to drill a screw part way in, you can set the clutch so that it starts ratcheting and it doesn't over torque your screw. It happens to have 2 speeds. Speed number 1 for more torque for driving a screw in, and speed 2 would be used for like drilling holes. Another one that I have here that is pretty useful. This one is actually an impact driver. You can put like a Phillips drive screw or a Phillips drive bit in here to drive screws in. That way you don't have to change between the 2 drills here. You can put the drill bit in one and have the ratcheting Phillips screwdriver in the other to drive the screws in. So those are 2 very useful tools. I would recommend that for anybody getting started. Next, a sander. If you're getting more into woodworking, this is again a Ryobi cordless. All these are actually Ryobi cordless. This is a handy sander. It's used for sanding the boards smooth for any woodworking projects that you might do, or even crafts. What's nice about the cordless feature is you can take it anywheres. Let's say you have to finish something outside. Let's say you have a bench, wood bench that needs to be resanded and refinished. This works great for going out there and doing that, or like I said, any of your woodworking projects. The next thing I have that I think would be useful, especially mainly for woodworking, is this is a cordless trim router. I happen to have a groove bit in here, or cove bit, for doing a decorative molding around the top. Let's say you're putting a small tabletop or an end table together. This is a great tool for doing that. Obviously there's multiple bits, and this one isn't very powerful, but it's more for like doing edging on surfaces of wood and such like that. Next we have a jigsaw, and this one happens to be a variable speed. Again, this is obviously from Ryobi, and it has a blower settings, actually a blower I should say, that blows the sawdust out of the way, and then it also has a setting here to make it aggressive cut. There's 4 different settings you can see for doing aggressive cuts, or you can have the blades go straight up and down for less aggressive cuts. And the key to this would be looking at the bits that you buy. If you're looking to do smooth cuts in wood, you want to make sure that you get a nice bit that does smooth cutting. I can't recommend enough that to buy a high quality jigsaw blade if you're going to be using it for like good woodworking projects. But again, this would be useful for making the curve cuts, or again, if you're doing crafts or any kind of cut that's not a straight cut, this is a great tool for that. Next, I have a circular saw. This happens to be a really old one that still actually works very well for me, from Ryobi, that I use. This would be more for cutting your lumber. Let's say you're doing 2x4s and you're building a doghouse or something like that, or even cutting sheet goods down. Works great for that. To help with the straight cutting, you can invest a little money in buying a nice straight edge, or you can just use like a cut off piece of plywood that has a nice straight edge, where you can take and ride this saw against that straight edge like this to make a perfectly straight cut. Make your mark in the wood, line this straight edge up, and follow the shoe of the saw along the edge of the guide, and you've got a nice straight cut. With all this that I've talked about, obviously you need batteries and a charger. I happen to have 2 different size batteries here from Ryobi. This one happens to be a 4 amp hour. This one's a 2 amp hour. Obviously 4 amp hour is going to have more power, going to last a little longer, technically twice the length of the the 2 amp hour, but the 2 amp hour is great for things where you don't need the extra run time, like maybe in the router where you're just doing a small cut along the edge of your wood, because it makes the tool lighter, obviously, with the difference in weight. I also use the 2 amp hour a lot in this sander because it's just lighter and it doesn't make it the back end heavy. With this, again, what I would look for is a combo kit. You can buy a lot of this stuff in a combo kit at like discount centers like a Home Depot or Menards. You'll look for deals. A lot of them run deals around the holidays, Father's Day. You'll see deals where they package certain things together, or you can buy extra batteries. You buy one battery, get a second battery free. Those are great ways to save money. But look, again, there's many different combo packs. You usually get a carrying bag that you can carry your charger, your batteries, and some of these tools in. But that's what I would start out with, is maybe buying one of those combo kits and then build from there as you need to buy additional tools. That's most of the tools that I recommend getting, at least to get started and doing some of those home projects. If you're interested in this sander, please check out a full review that I did previously. You can find that link right here. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Thank you for watching.